Hey, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm installing some rod holders in this 10-foot Pelican. I actually had this boat for several seasons. This is actually the first kayak that I purchased just to see if I would like fishing from a kayak. And it's time to add some rod holders to it. I'm going to probably upgrade the seat, not in this video though, because this seat is absolutely horrendous. So anyway, I'm going to stop doing this and start actually putting holes in. So yeah. Okay, so I'm going to go over some of the things that you are going to need for this project. Of course, you're going to need the rod holders, which I got on Amazon, tape measure, a marker, screwdriver, 1/8-inch drill bit, a drill. It can be corded or it can be cordless, a piece of cardboard, and some hole saws with the man drill. Put you right there. And when you are purchasing the rod holders, this is a sit-on kayak. If you pick up a pair of rod holders like this, you see how there's a hole in here? Rain is going to get in here, water is going to get in there, it's going to get in the hull. You don't want that. You want to have rod holders that are sealed. Now, this rod holder was just like this. Okay? It had a hole in it. So, actually I had a friend at work, shout out to Lou at work, who actually capped it for me. This is a piece of G10 and he glued it on. So now this is watertight. If water gets in here, it's just going to sit in here. It's not going to end up dumping out into the hull. And he did a great job of fixing it for me. Matter of fact, he went as so far as even paint it. So thanks, Lou. These rod holders I am going to use on my Bonafide because they're actually longer. These, as you can see, are shorter. Using freshwater gear, you'll have no problem with these rod holders if you're using freshwater gear. The hole is a little bit smaller compared to this one. See? But personally, I like that. I like that better actually, because it's going to fit the rod better. In here, it's going to be kind of sloppy. So this kit came with the rubber stopper, and it came with this neoprene. What's nice about the neoprene, which is this gasket material right here, is that you don't have to add any sealant or silicone. If you insist on using silicone, then I would silicone this edge here. You don't want to get silicone on the screws going into the boat itself, because what will happen is that the silicone will act as a lubricant. When you screw the screw in, you're going to strip it out. With these type of boats with this type of plastic, these screws, when you tighten them up, fit so well that it makes a waterproof seal just by tightening them up. So I would recommend not to put any on. I would use the stuff that it actually came with, which is this stuff here, the neoprene, and this cap. And the cap isn't to keep water going into the boat because it's closed off. It's just to keep water, standing water, from this being filled up with water. So I have that one already installed. Very simple. I am going to install this one, and I am going to show you how to do that. So let's start off with hole saw. So I would measure So I'm going to start off with the hole saw. I'm going to take a 2-inch hole saw, put it on the mandrel here, line it up. And what I am going to do, I am going to drill a hole into the cardboard first. Like that. And I would say that's a pretty good fit. Now, if I was drilling into something that was thicker, like maybe it was a 1/2 inch thick, what I would do is I would do something like this. I would put the rod holder in place where I'm going to drill it, something like that, and I would drill it on the same angle like this. And what will end up happening is that you would get a better hole. It wouldn't be a round hole. It would be, see how this kind of oblong? It would be oblong. And if you want to do it like that, you can. It's pretty close. But where it's just, you know, a 1/16 or it's not even an 1/8 of plastic that I'm drilling into, going straight in is not going to be a big deal. So I'm going to use this, and I'm going to kind of match that. That's just the way I am. It's like, I don't know, was it OCD maybe? I don't know. Make it close. So I'm going to say it's like that. There's a little dot there. I can even go like this to match them up. It looks like it's spaced kind of the same. Like so. Yes, yes. I like that. And then I'll take my marker and I can say, okay, I want the center to be there. And if you want to be really precise, you can do this. Check this one out. Take the hole saw off, right? And take the hole saw and put it in like this. And then you can use the hole saw itself. That's the hole, see? That's where I'm drilling. All right. So, very simple. Start it. And when drilling a hole saw like this into your kayak, be sure, like you make sure you did it on a piece of cardboard to make sure it's the right size hole, and let the saw itself do all the cutting. There's no need to force it. Let the saw cut. I'm actually gonna. So I'm not putting a lot of pressure on it. I'm letting the saw do all the work. Just like that. And you notice the other thing I did? I didn't have a lot of pressure where I went wham like that into it. It was very light. And the reason for that is because on your kayak, you may not know what's underneath there. A lot of kayaks have tubes that run through here so you can hook up your pedals if you wanted to put a rudder on the boat. So be aware if you have a kayak that is pre-plumbed for a rudder system. If it is, when you're doing a hole saw like this, you want to make sure that you're just going into the layer and stopping. Right? As soon as you feel it go through and cut and stop. You don't want to go all the way through because there could be a hose right here. Okay, now we'll see how it's going to fit, which I knew it was already going to fit well already just because I tried it out on the cardboard, which it does, and it actually looks pretty good to that side, so that is really good. Now, this particular kit came with these screws in it, and I was looking at these screws and I noticed some things about them. One, I don't think they're stainless, and two, they're number 8s. A number 8 screw looks like this in there. Okay, to me that looks kind of small. The other thing I don't like about this is I don't think this is stainless. This is way too shiny to be stainless. Stainless screws look like this, a little bit duller. You can see this is an 8, this is a 10. A 10 fits into the hole better. The head fits in there, there's just more grip. So I would take these screws that it came with and kind of do that with it and just be done with them. And I am using, this is a 1-inch number 10 flathead stainless steel screw. And I bought these at Home Depot. So you want stainless steel. And like I said, these come with these neoprene pads, which is what is going to make it so water don't get behind them. And put it in place like so. Just like that. I like it. Oh, let's get rid of this thing. So I am using an eighth inch drill bit. Okay. Making sure that I am centered and I like it. I'm going to throw one screw in it. I like it. Okay. Stainless steel number 10 flathead screw. And I am also using a regular screwdriver. The reason I am using a regular screwdriver is the actual material of this boat isn't very thick. If I were to put a driver bit on this, I would probably strip the screw out. So I am making sure that I am snugging them up just enough where they're not going to strip out. I can feel them biting, I can feel them grabbing. There's no need to go gorilla tight with this. See, that's snug, I can feel it snugging, that's pretty tight. Same thing with this one, I can feel it tightening down, I can feel it stopping, and that's it, that's enough. That's enough to compress the neoprene gasket that is underneath this. And compressing that gasket is going to make it watertight. Boom. Just like that. That was very, very simple. I think anyone can do this. So now I'm just going to clean up this mess and then I am going to start using my rod holders. So stay tuned because I am definitely going to be taking this seat and tossing it and then coming up with another idea. This seat is absolutely horrendous if you're going to buy one of these Pelicans. So yeah, I'm going to come up with some type of a seat modification for it. So, as usual, thanks for watching and please subscribe. Bye.